creating a transparent process, right?
Right.
A multi-data point process. So, valid point. Nobody's ever done this before. So, I know that in good faith, they were moving forward with what we have done with the demographer. You know, the demographers worked with other districts, unfortunately, in doing this before, so we went with what we knew we had. We have been presented with some additional information from community members on best practices for closing schools that had come out of other areas. I believe they're looking at some of those things. So we have asked them to go back, and as the board, our responsibility is to ask questions and ask them to do these things. And so it's just been a little bit of uncharted territory. So we are asking them to go back and say, you know, are you going to use performance? Or are you not going to use performance? You know, and what are your what are our verifications of why or why not? So so we have posed those back to the district to be able to bring those things together. So, I mean, through all of this, we'll probably have all those pieces and parts kind of ironed out, but we are asking them to do those things. So.
Terrific, thank you. And my other question is, I just have one more. If a committee is formed, and I so hope that it is, how would the people on the committee be chosen? Would it be, you know, community member, principal, teacher? And I know that's going to be really hard to figure out who's going to be on there, but do you have any idea of how that would be picked?
That's a real tough one right now, because we have to be careful around
Legal.
Well, yeah, legal conflict of interest, because the committee really needs to be able to be very objective in sitting on that, and then looking at what the demographer information brought in, and then bringing people in that would either help, you know, verify or re-verify some of that information. We've chatted a little bit about it this week on who some of those professionals could be that we bring into that. And that doesn't mean who would be on that committee doesn't then necessarily go out and get input from principals in those buildings and things like that. But we need to make sure that we're keeping that committee in a position where it can be very objective, so that again, we can just work through those different pieces and processes. So
Thank you.
yeah.
Okay. As far as the population growth, I'm seeing it even on our street. We don't have the children on our street anymore. It's retirees that are coming into Grand Junction. On the Redlands especially, we're seeing that. And one thing that they haven't told you, 2021 and 2022, when the vaccine was injected into a lot of these women who were pregnant, they were having miscarriages. The hospitals are not telling you that. As a matter of fact, one of the doctors at community hospital was exposing it, and they were getting mad at him.